is most important to understand is what our comrades have pointed out. Is that what is going on in Lagos State, and it's not peculiar to Lagos State. What is going on in Nigeria is a coordinated attempt to make sure that we as poor people do not live beyond how do I survive. That our thinking on daily basis will be how do I survive, and we will not be thinking of how do I go to school, how do I send my children to school, how do I get mobility, cars, how do I build house. They want to make sure that when we remain poor on the survival brink like this, they can always come back every 4 years to give us 1,000 naira and 1 derrick of rice to vote for them. And it's not only happening in Lagos, like I said. In a community in Ibadan, Odeyale, the government of Seyi Makinde is intentionally destroying houses, sending out thousands of people. In Ogun State, it is happening, even right in Abeokuta, in the capital city. There is a community there, and there was an attempt to demolish some houses. They wanted to create this new estate. And they said the houses that have been built for more than 10 years are obstructing where the canal would take. But there is a Baale in that community who was born there, grew up there, and he said, no, it is not possible for canal to pass through the frontage of our house. That during Awolowo time, they had already built a canal that will serve the whole of that area, not only that community. But the government claims not to be aware. And indeed, they went to that particular spot and they found out that the canal that had been built for more than 50 years is still standing there. The only problem was that the government we have today is not ready to maintain it. And the second thing is that they want to do everything possible to make sure that community is for rich people like them. And when they come, they will tell you we are building a mega city, a mega Lagos. Since 1999, they've been in power. But Lagos is among the top 3 most dangerous places to live on earth. Maybe kí n sọ ní Yorùbá, ní gbogbo àgbálá ayé, tó bá kà ní méjì mẹ́ta, Lagos Èkó tá wà yìí, ó wà ní ipò kẹta nínú àwọn ibi tó jẹ́ pé ó léwu jù fún ọmọ ènìyàn láti gbé ní gbogbo àgbáyé. And that is the mega city they said they've been building for 25 years. Can we really build a mega city without mega people? It's not possible. Ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà lè sọ pé èèyàn tó ń kọ́lé tí ò kọ́ ọmọ yẹn náà ló máa gbé ta. But these ones are not even, they are not, wọ́n tiẹ̀ tún kọ́lé. Wọ́n á gba owó lọ́wọ́ wa. Wọ́n á kọ́ ọ̀nà. Tá bá máa gba ọ̀nà yẹn, we still pay. That's what happened. Right? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that we live in a world where there are a few people, selfish people, who do not want you and I to live comfortably like human beings. But the solution to our problem, as has been rightly stated, is not just to advocate. We must fight. There is no alternative to fighting. I want to be as blunt as possible, because every time we think about let us negotiate with them, let us deliberate, it's not like there is anything we want to tell them that they did not know. They are intentional about what they are doing. And to even state it as a matter of fact, they will tell you Lagos is not a no man's land. So you cannot come from somewhere and then just build a house anywhere in Lagos and something. Fine, that is correct according to them. But in the last 25 years, has there been any governor in Lagos who is originally from Lagos? The story of our president, who was governor 1999 to 2007, they said he's from Igagbiji in Osun. Yes. But during his 8 years in Lagos, he was telling people, you cannot stay here. He's also a foreigner in Lagos. Raji Fashola came. Raji Fashola is from Chapon in Abeokuta. He also claimed, the people of Otodogbame, you cannot stay here because you are foreigners. This place is not for settlement, it's not for this and that. But he's also a foreigner. And then there was Akinwumi Ambode, who also is from Ondo State, or is he Ekiti or Ondo? So if we trace all of these things, the people who have actually been supervising how to send all of us out of our houses are not even from these states. That should tell us something about ourselves. The case of Otodogbame, which I am familiar with, I remember because we must also say all of these things. If it was to be in a society where we have conscious media, this place should be filled up. But we know only the kind of media that will be here. Sahara Reporters, Premium Times, and maybe. That is to tell us that they also buy all those places, including the courts. Right in the court in 2017, over the case of Otodogbame, they beat some of us. Yes, I was there. I was leading a movement, both answer and take it back movement at that point in time. The police supervised out we were beating us because we were there to support. God bless the memory of Professor Maurice Fayon. He was the legal representative at that point in time. In 2017. So that is to tell us that these people are coordinated, they are doing it everywhere, and they are willing to do anything to make sure they build new Eco-Atlantic everywhere. And unfortunately, you will find out after they built those places, nobody stays in there. Because people like you and I dominate this country now. Today, more than 20 million children are not in school in Nigeria. More than 40 million people are informal workers. In fact, if you take 10 workers out in Nigeria today, 9 of them are informal workers. They belong to this group. So it means that we must also see power in our population. That how can a few number of people, and maybe I should also say this, because every time you claim the governor is not always aware. But it is not possible to get any land in Lagos State or in Ogun State without the governor signing it. Yes. So it's an intentional denial to claim they are not aware of anything. They know it. They are planning it. The governor will claim I'm the chief security officer in this state. And police officers, army would be there whenever they want to come and demolish these places. So who gave the order? So if you claim you are not aware, an appointee, commissioner or SA to you is aware, and after they reported to you, you cannot sack that appointee. It means that commissioner is doing what you want.